Hello, football enthusiasts. Welcome to Black Sport. We are here again to give you the grand finale of the African Cup of Nations Postview of what just happened in Cote d'Ivoire. It's been an exciting moment for the people of Africa, having witnessed one of the most exciting and intriguing continental competition in the whole wide world. This is Insolent here, Uche, still on Black Sport, and here with me like always.
Yeah, my name is Ike Wise. Thank you so much for hosting me.
Come on, we're right here now. Just like a few days ago, we started this thing thinking that what's going to become of this tournament, how is it going to start, we didn't know, but at the end, it turned out to be a banger.
Yeah, it was actually a blockbuster. The intrigue that actually came into play, I was really amazed, and at the end of the day, the best country won.
Yeah,
that's it. The best
obviously.
country won,
Yeah.
and the countries that we actually thought were the superstars and the kings actually fell by the roadside. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, the tournament was astonishing. It was superb, if you ask me.
You know, was it yesterday? I went to play with my team. It's been a long time since the Afcon. I've actually been busy with this project. Then you were like telling me, "Come on, this is team that were third in the group ended up being the champions of Africa." It was a big turnaround, and it was like, wow. Honestly, this is what they call a typical football journey that everybody loves.
Yeah, I think
it reminds of Brazil in World Cup. You remember?
Yeah, Brazil, even Greece in Euro 2004, it was the same thing. They came from struggling through the group stages to winning the tournament. So it's always the same thing. It happens once in a while. When the team has actually discovered their footing and they have been able to pinpoint where it went wrong for them and they make those corrections, definitely the team will try and do as much as possible to excel in the tournament.
So, having said about this, we need to go through some point lines to have a good review of how this tournament went through. It's been an exciting time, honestly. This is one of the best tournaments I've actually witnessed so far, that actually gave the numbers that everybody were all screaming and shouting. This is one of the first time I've seen the Super Eagles of Nigeria have this full fan base in their support. The whole nation was in standstill to see what is going to happen in the final. But I said today I'm coming as a fan to actually go through also what happened with the Super Eagles. So it's going to be a bunch of reviews for us to take a step back and go through the African Cup of Nations one last time as we do our post competition analysis. Okay, so the first we're going to talk about in this tournament is, let's talk about the general officiating of this tournament. Yes, we talk about the VAR. How will you rate the VAR in this tournament so far?
I would score them 95 over 100. The VAR did not make me doubt the tournament at all. Yeah. Even though sometimes it did not go in favor of some teams, but at the end of the day, the officiating was top notch. No errors, 0 errors for me. Yeah. And the on-field referee as well really created that balance between the VAR officials, the linesmen, and the center referee. So at the end of the day, whatsoever crash course the CAF officials actually went through, and it's really worth it. They at the end of the day, they really delivered superbly.
And I hope people think that the referees and the VAR assistant referees didn't raise the bar for other league, EPL, and also for La Liga and all other top leagues to actually emulate and see how VAR, the essence why VAR was created. But it seems as if that it was designed for Africa Cup of Nations because they use the whole tools well. They actually make use of all the whole lines, all the whole angles, and in this time they're trying to just be distinctive in making decision. Not trying to, if you look at it, is this. There is no way, there's no cutting way around it. If this is it, this is it. If it goes to VAR, you know that they're making a right decision. And that's just something that I would say, I'll give it a big kudos to on that. I wanted to say from 1 to 10, but you rated it to 1 to 100. So
I don't use the 100 scale because
the magnitude of what they're actually
the VAR as if they are the ones that the rules, the template of the video assistant refereeing. It was top notch for me. It was excellent.
So in this way, will you say, how would you look at the top round organization and performance and management of CAF? Do you think that they've actually improved so far from what you've seen, or are they really actually stepping up each day bar by bar? You know, last tournament we had a series of complaints about the officiating, about the management, about things. But do you think that been a really boost in the right progression?
Yeah, for CAF, they've been excellent. Motsepe has really done a fantastic job since he came into power for CAF. He's been transitioning from one step to the other. He has really done a wonderful job, a marvelous job. The organization has been excellent. I mean, he went to a stage whereby if one country is not enough, is not okay, they're not ready to host, they'll strip your hosting rights and give it to the next country that can host. The country that has the stadiums readily available, the stuffs readily available. Ivory Coast had the chance to make arrangements before now. I mean, they built 3 new stadiums to add and they renovated 2, making it a total of 5 stadiums. And the stadiums were excellent. The pitches, the tops were excellent. The goalposts, the lighting in the stadium, the sound, the screens in the stadium, everything was excellent. I mean, even the officiating in terms of the match itself, but for the fans coming into the stadium, it was actually top notch for me.
So this is what we say. We say a very big thumbs up to the organization and to CAF for actually giving us what a time to be a CAF fan, because I would say this is the right time to be part of something huge, and it actually gave us the essence of why football was actually created in the first place, to unite all nations together in one thing, you know, and also in one purpose and goal. And it's too bad that every good thing, I would not say, that must come to an end. So you can't play it all through.
Must come to an end. You need to go back to other tournaments, competitions, you know.
Okay, so let's have a look into the Nigerian squad at the moment. I know, like I said today, I'm coming in as a fan, okay? But before I dive into that, let's have a look into their performance all round. We have Afcon winning the player of the tournament. So far, he's actually raised the bar, being the highest defender in Nigeria to score up to 5 goals in the tournament, in the CAF tournament.
Yeah, he scored 3 goals.
He got 3 goals, so he has now 5 ahead of Civication. Ahead of Civication. So this is a good record for him.
As well.
Yes, and this is a really turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, he was almost quitting his international cap. Like he wanted to stop coming for the national team games, and for whatever reason, he just started coming back on, and the Afcon really proved like a turnaround point for him. Yeah. So this was like a turning point in his career. He won the most valuable player. It was well deserved for me. I mean, it's not the first time a defender will be winning that. I remember when Fabio Cannavaro
won the World Cup.
Won the World Cup 26, and he was given that. So even if Nigeria didn't clinch the trophy, but he was given the MVP award, and he really deserves it for me.
He actually put in.
Yeah, he's a standard. He had good ratings at all the matches Nigeria played in the tournament. Good ratings, good clearance, aerial duels. He won most of them. He didn't actually get any yellow card in the tournament. I don't think he got a yellow card for a defender. So that was really outstanding for me. He deserved it.
That was okay. So this is to tell that Trust Afcon actually delivered so much for the country that he got the recognition of the CAF to actually make him the most valuable player for the tournament. Big congratulations to him as well. And not just only him, this tournament actually put a spotlight also on one wonderful fellas, having the whole place going all up, which is Stanley Wabal. So you can see these are the people who actually benefited from this tournament so far, and having likes of some Saudi clubs reaching out now to actually give it to actually take this young man off from the cheapers in South Africa. You know, earlier they were talking about South African teams giving him some threats, things like that, which I believe I don't want to believe that's true in terms of directly from the club. This is just from fans saying out their views.
Yeah, it's just from fans, and I also think it's a social media frenzy. I don't think they really make the video.
Yes.
It's not going to happen because if that happens, that would really be low. It would really be a low punch from the South Africans. I just feel
I remember having the same thing with when you have Rooney and Ronaldo's case. Yeah. And Ronaldo was having no stress coming back to England to play. So I believe this is just one of the wounded.
And it's past now because we are all over the Afcon euphoria and frenzy. So we are done with that part now. So people have moved on. So
definitely,
lots of people have moved on. Nobody is really talking about Afcon anymore.
So back into looking at our squad now, you'll notice that the squad as a general, if you look at it, there's something I keep saying. After a tournament like this, it's always good to take home with something. Nigeria have actually coming to this tournament. Yes, we didn't expect the team to get this far. We had some losses before the tournament. We didn't have the trust in this team, and somehow, this team managed to pull a fast one on us. That they're now in the finals. I believe while it's not round time when the likes of Senegal and Egypt left the tournament, Morocco, then we are the only high-ranked nation. That is where I believe we got that it is now done on us to take this home.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely correct. But at the end of the day, we were not fluid in our formation. We did not adapt to a style of play that would make us worthy champions. We were just relying on sheer luck and our defensive abilities to be able to pull through. So we did not really take the game out to the Ivorians, and we lost the game. So we losing that game did not mean that we played a good game. We did not play a good game. We were lucky to get that goal in the first half, and the coach really wanted to hang on to that goal. And at the end of the day, the better team won because they actually played better than us, had better position, had better ball control, had more completed passes, more aerial duels won. So they were better than us at all angles.
So moving forward now, do you think we should build on this team, or do you think we should have a little bit, bring some new fresh legs, get some new playing vibes, get even some of the people in the MPFL involved? Let's build something. This should be a project. We have another tournament coming in 2025.
So I mean, if you want to create a balance in the team, what I think is we need to reduce some call-ups in certain positions. I mean, you have a team, you have the chance to call, even if you have a chance to call 22 players into a team, that is which means you have one substitution for each position. You understand? Why can't we just pick like for like? 2 central forward, 2 left winger, 2 right winger, 2 central midfielders, 2 defensive midfielders. You understand? 2 central backs, 2 right backs. Just so that you can have
a balance.
That you can have that balance. Not a team where you invite 7 strikers. 4 of them are centre forwards and 3 of them are wingers, and they're not really proper wingers. Some of them just play from left midfield, and you invite 3 midfielders. Out of the 3 midfielders, 3 of them are defensive midfielders, and you now invite 10 defenders or 15 defenders. No, but you can't do that just because we do have some big names in certain places. When you're inviting players to the camp, you need to invite players that, okay, right, this is this player is good, this player is on form, this player is on form, but who is the best man if I want to get my own starting 11? When you're inviting players to the team, you need to invite players with your starting 11 in mind, based on their current form. That's how players are being invited to teams, based on your current form, not because you know that this person is on form, he has been coming to the Super Eagles, let me bring him in, he's a veteran in the Super Eagles, he has been there, done that, he's always been coming, he has a pedigree in the Super Eagles camp. No, that's not how it's done. You should invite players based on form and invite players based on like for like, based on position for position. If you are inviting strikers, let it be 2 strikers, like 2 9, 2 left wing, 2 right wing, 2 central midfielders, 2 defenders, 2 goalkeepers.
But I think this also, when you go to like for like, also depends on the kind of formation and the coach. That means before we go into this like for like, because if you play a different formation, it will determine the kind of players you want to bring into your team. So that means a coach needs to be in ground to say, this kind of players I want to attract. This kind of players I want to be.
To my playing style.
To my playing style. I believe that just what played out here. And a lot of talks have been going about Joseph Peseiro. Do you think it's time to give him another contract, or it's time to let him go so that look for a coach elsewhere?
What I feel, honestly, what I feel about Joseph Peseiro is that he invited his players to the camp. Right, he had the chance to wake up, think about who he's going to invite, go out, watch these players in their club sites, you watch them on videos, you see how they play. He had a chance to invite the players. I feel the formation we played in a second game against Ivory Coast, where we had 3 backliners and they fall back to form 5 defenders. That was the formation they had to adapt to because we did not have the midfield strength to match the Ivorians. That's the second game of the group stages. But he now saw that formation worked, and he now when I shook my head was when he used that same formation against Guinea-Bissau. Why would you Nigeria is not a defensive team.
He said formation he used almost throughout the tournament. I know he switched it, but this you can say this is just your formation.
See that formation is what I would call like a terrorist formation, because you cannot be sitting deep and expecting luck from counter-attacks. It's not possible.
And we should have not been known as that, as a defensive side.
Yeah, Nigeria is not a defensive side. I mean, we have better players than Ivory Coast. I am 100% sure we have better players than them. We have the best forwards in the market right now in the world.
Yeah.
In the world, we have Nigerians banging goals in different leagues. You understand? So we should not be lacking. When you have an attacking team, you have more attackers in the team. Why can't you just try and develop a formation that will fit that quality of players that you have? So at the end of the day, Peseiro, he asked me if Peseiro should stay or go. I do not recommend that he should stay because his style of play, his style of coaching is not what the Super Eagles needs. That style of play will not move Super Eagles forward. If we take the style of play to the World Cup, oh my, we are done.
So don't you think, having survived all this till the final, don't you think somehow that we've actually shown that we have the ability to have a good defensive threshold in our team?
Yes, we have the ability to.
Because I never knew Super Eagles has the ability until it happened in this tournament.
Semi Ajayi, Ekong, Basi, Olaino, Yusuf, Sanusi, they were excellent. And I keep repeating it till this day. The problem we had was transitioning from the back to the center half to the strikers to supply.
So, which means a take-home can actually look at this is, why don't you see at this kind of formation that we already have, that we're really good with the back line, not to touch in the midfield, give it those bit of a flame, so that transition will be swift and fast. Can't we build on something than overhauling everything to start afresh?
No, so the thing is, if you want to play that kind of formation,
yes,
you have only, technically you have 2 midfielders.
Yes.
So those 2 midfielders cannot cover the entire central space. They can't. It's not possible. You'll be zapped out. After 30 minutes, you'll be breathing, you'll be panting. So if you watch coaches, I remember watching Conte play that formation when Chelsea was brilliant. If you observed, he used players that are really good. Like, for instance, he converted Victor Moses from a right wing forward
to left wing
to a right back that was playing
for that same team. I was actually playing good.
Then Marcos Alonso was excellent as well.
Yeah.
So these players are players that can dribble, that are attack-minded players already. The only thing you needed to do was to make these players defensive-minded as well, and make sure that they have the much needed energy to move up and down.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm not taking from Aina and Sanusi. They were excellent in terms of making those runs up and down.
Okay.
But I know gassed out in the finals.
Yeah.
I saw fatigue setting there.
Yeah.
I know mostly because it's a tournament competition. They've been playing
every single match.
Every couple of days. So I feel that two midfielders would not cut it for us. If he wants to maintain that formation, I feel we should now drift to 3 midfielders and 2 strikers. So
if Chelsea can do that and succeed, don't you think the issue here, because we have defenders playing that role, so if you have some attack-minded midfielders, they are good and convert them into defenders to have that, like you said, you only need to sharpen them to have that defensive mindset. Why not have? So does it mean that you can't have a defender change them to have an attacking mindset?
Yeah, you can change the defenders to have an attacking mindset.
So we can improve on Aina and Sanusi in that way. Since what I'm saying is we have something already working that took us to finals. Yeah, it's not about scrapping the whole thing, it's about building on it.
Yeah, another thing you should know is that in terms of the national team, these players come in once in a while to play for the national team. But at their respective club sites, they have where they play. And you cannot play 40 matches in a season at a particular position with a particular style, and you now come in to play 5 games for your country, and the coach expects you to be able to adapt to his own style immediately.
Come on, Lopez did it.
You understand?
Come on, why say that?
It's not.
The striker did it.
It's not. I know.
The striker did it.
Lopez did it. Yeah, I know. Emilio, he did it. But that is. For him to play that position, I don't know how he started. I don't know how he started his career.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? But it's not easy. For instance, a player like Arnold.
Yeah.
He plays from the midfield for England.
For England, yeah.
You know, and Jurgen Klopp uses him in midfield a couple of times.
Yeah.
He plays from the midfield as well. Same thing with Zinchenko that drifts into midfield as well, but he's a left back. So you understand, those players already have the mentality. They're already playing in that position. They're conversant with it. So if they move to the national team and the national team coach asks them, okay, play like this, it's easier for them to be able to adapt than someone who is fresh as a standing two. Yeah. You're not asking the guy to move up and down. Meanwhile, his training and his mindset hasn't been accustomed to going up and down, and also drifting into midfield to throw those passes up and down. It's not easy. It's not going to be possible.
Yeah.
So if we have a team like that, and we say, okay, we want to keep that back three formation, we need to be able to do something with the midfield.
Yeah, definitely.
That is the only point where we lacked in the tournament.
Just like we said last time before on our live, that it's not about having Iwobi only there. He needs someone. He needs support.
Yes.
He needs support because they keep saying he was playing out of position. Yes, everybody was playing out of position in that tournament.
Everybody.
So I don't think he should. That should be something.
I know he moved from left to right.
Yes, he moved. So he wasn't. There's no. To me, I don't see that as an excuse because almost everyone was playing out of position. Osimhen was actually playing more deep inside. This wasn't a standing nine that's supposed to be. I believe most strikers will not even have that going between all those big man's job. It was too much.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Some do, because strikers these days, if you're not
if you don't come in there, they blank you out. Yeah, they blank you out.
So strikers these days need to really be in the game, win the ball. I mean, if you watch the Chelsea game today, what Jackson did. He's dropping down deep, coming to get the ball. I mean, the goal that Chelsea scored, Jackson started that counter. You understand? So if you're a striker now, you need to be able to drop deep, bully the defenders, and make them commit errors, and you try and see if you can convert that.
Okay. So I see a lot of people talking about let them approach Eze. Do you think that is out of place?
It's not out of place, bro. If we have Eze in our team, God bless me, midfield is sorted, bro. That is the creativity we are talking about. See, Eze is a player that if he holds the ball in the middle, he's sure of beating at least one player. If you're a midfielder and you beat one player, it has created a space for your winger or your nine. You understand? So if we can poach that player, I mean, he should think of coming to the Super Eagles because I don't see him playing in the England national team. I know he has been called up a couple of times, right? But he's not a sustainable project for the England coach. It's not a sustainable project for Gary Southgate, if you ask me.
So it actually come. So that means this is another thing for a new coach if we are going to push Jose out. But if Jose is going to stay, that means it's something you need to be looking into.
Yes, definitely, he needs to look into that. If you have someone like Eze and we have two markers in the midfield, we are solid in the midfield. We can even move back to the 4-3-3 formation.
So that means that means what you think is better to go to 4-3-3 formation. That's going to be more balanced. To me, that's one of my best formation.
That is the best formation in the world. Honestly, look at the best coaches. Real Madrid has never changed from 4-3-3. They are always playing 4-3-3. Jurgen Klopp has never changed from 4-3-3. Same thing with Pep Guardiola. 4-3, and you doing wonder. See, that's the best formation in the world. The balance is there.
Yeah.
Just have with 4-3-3. If you have a strong DM, bro, forget it. You're good to win.
The best team of the tournament. So first there you have Ronwen Williams as a goalkeeper right there. You have Trust Ekong there. You have also Chancel Mbempa. You also have Ingo Khan. You have to give me the first name.
Ghislaine Conan.
Okay, Ghislaine Conan. You have Ola Aina. You have also Mokena. You have also Michael Siri. And you also Frank Casey. You have Lookman. And you also have Lopez Emilio. And you have also Wisa. Yeah, Wisa made the list.
I told you he was.
Yeah.
He's really been brilliant.
Yeah, he made the list.
So he's a worthy member of that team. I do have some questions about the team.
And you also have the coach Faye. So with this squad now, if you make a change, which change will you do?
For me, I don't know why Michael Seri met that squad. For me, I would have preferred Fofana.
Thank you! Put your hands on the seat. This is what I keep saying. Yeah. Why is Fofana not in this squad?
Fofana.
Come on!
The guy put into the game.
He's just the only person I was looking for the phone. I said, where is Fofana in this squad?
I would have preferred Fofana ahead of Seri. And I don't know why Ghislaine Conan is there for a team that conceded 3 against Equatorial Guinea as a defender. You've conceded series of goals. I don't know why the Ivorian defender is there. They just needed to put in some Ivorians into the team, and that was actually why they gave him that slot. For the rest of the players, brilliant. Mokena, absolutely amazing. Wisa, amazing. So nobody can take that from him. Lookman is actually the only winger that's got 3 goals. The only left wing forward that has 3 goals in the game. So he's brilliant. Frank Casey is superb player. My only query was Seri and Conan.
Seri and Conan. Okay, that's it. So who would you like to put in for Conan? Who would you replace him with?
Yeah, I mean, for me, for Conan, I would have opted for, and I wanted to go for Sanusi, because in terms of a defensive lineup, you would need a player that has considered lesser number of goals for you to consider them as the team of the tournament. But I get it that Conan was really helpful in terms of driving that line, giving assistance to Adingra on that flank. So he was really a powerful force up front. So I want to believe that that's the reason why they gave him that position. So what about you? Who would you have from?
If you're talking about the base on, like you said, you have to be about one of the best team in the tournament. They should actually taking that squad, taking that position. So I think Modiba should have been there.
Yeah, he should have been there. He was brilliant.
Like you said, a defender should be the one to always have the lesser goals.
Yeah, you need
because that means you need to do your primary goal first.
Yeah, that's the job.
You talk about having anyone honestly. So Modiba there and Fofana, I'm saying with you there, but by all this Modiba and having Fofana there in that squad, that's what then I would say this. But regardless, it's still they still did the job done.
Yeah, they had their job done, and kudos to them. And they've met the team of the tournament. Shout out to the boys. They've been brilliant. I mean, Nigeria had 3 players in there. Some countries didn't feature. I mean, some countries like Ghana.
Yeah, there was nobody. Ghana is not in this squad.
I was searching for a Ghanaian and I was like, where is he?
Did they come to the tournament?
I mean, maybe I should raise the case for them. Their keeper should have been there.
Yeah, did they come to the tournament?
Their keeper was better
than
Williams.
We need to have a different.
The Ghanaian keeper was better than Williams.
How many goals did he take?
7.
Okay, this is it. Okay, this is a wrap for us here in the African Cup of Nations 2023. It's been an exciting moment for us. We enjoyed the journey so far. We enjoyed the stories. We flowed through the tournament. We had it done, and it's been a wonderful 21 good days of match days. We enjoyed it. We followed it through, and we saw everything rolled out in our own eyes. Having a good number of streams for the African Cup of Nations, a breaking number for that matter. Today, I am pleased to close this chapter of the African Cup of Nations 2023 as we wait for the African Cup of Nations 2023, which we're playing 2024. Then we have the African Cup of Nations day in kicking off next year, right there in Morocco. Wow. Get ready, okay? Get ready. If this is just getting started, next year is gonna be super cracker. Okay?
Honestly.
I will always be here with you, Israel Tuche, and with me here, right here.
KYs. Thank you so much for being with us all through the tournament. And we will always try our best to keep you up to date and keep you informed with different match reactions and all. So thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on our next time. We'll bring you what we have, which is reaction. Have a wonderful time. Bye.